Today, we're going to be looking at agricultural development and cooperative. This subject is very interesting because I can relate it to national development and also state development. The concept of development got my interest during my master's studies in Unilag, and then I was wondering why America will be a developed nation and Nigeria, with all the resources that we have, nothing seems to be happening. I got to understand that development is a function of growth that is sustained. So when something grows from a particular place and gets to the peak and nothing is done at that peak, there is going to be a diminishing effect. Now, Nigeria's agricultural space has experienced an increase because in 2015, the federal government of Nigeria just went about telling everybody to go into agriculture. Everybody started investing in agriculture. There was a boom in agriculture. State governments were allocating a lot of resources into agricultural development. 4 years after, 2019, a lot of Nigerians have been burnt. Everybody is running away from agriculture, and that was the time that we decided to go into agriculture. Why did we go into a space that everybody was running away from? Because we understood that cooperating and the concept of cooperative makes a difference. I began to enjoin a lot of Nigerians to form cluster groups such that instead of you going it alone, you can work with other people. Instead of you losing 1 million naira, if 10 of you come together, you are not only bringing 100,000 naira each, you are bringing 10 brains that can see something that one person cannot see. So the concept of development in this space means that everybody comes together, means that everybody pools resources, means that everybody understands that there is an effect if there is a decline, and that effect is going to touch on their investment, is going to touch on their future. And this is what we want to make sure that in these next 3 months, we educate you on how we can consistently grow our income, consistently grow our business such that we become what is called a developed business. Now, the diminishing effect that occurs most times for businesses is because many people don't plan for when they get to the peak. The skill set you need at startup is not the same skill set you need when you get to the peak. The skill set you are going to use as a leader when you are starting up is not the same skill set you are going to use when you get to that top. So most times what I do is there's always a peak performance where I allow people get to the peak and set another peak when they get to the peak. So there is a peak that you must set when you get to the peak. Otherwise, you are going to experience a diminishing factor. 3 things are paramount to ensure sustainability in the agricultural development space. 1 is common interest, 2 is commitment, and 3 is consistent contribution on the part of all stakeholders. With this in place, there is going to be a peak, and at that peak, you are sure that there's not going to be a decline, because at that peak, as long as everybody is committed, as long as everybody contributes consistently, and as long as that common interest is in place, that business will be continued for longer than you expect. For more discussion on agricultural development and cooperative, join us in our next episode. This is Startup Radio, and I am Gideon Isaac Omoyibo.